My name is Tyler Brady, and I'm going to go over a few key ways that you can find deals for free or low money costs. So what we got here, I'm going to go over a couple ways that you can start getting your head in the game with real estate investing, whether that's for free, you have a day job, or just something you want to do on the weekends. Now there's multiple ways how you can find deals. I'm going to go over the free ones, or basically free, and then I'm going to go down to stuff that costs more money. Now when you do these, you got to think, how much time do I have and how much money do I have? If you don't have a lot of money, you got a lot of time, you're probably going to want to do the cheaper route to start. After that, you can work your way up, because essentially you're buying your time to spend with your family and so on and so forth. So the first thing that's usually the best thing is driving for dollars. Now what does that mean? It means you get in your vehicle, your scooter, your skateboard, whatever you have, and you go drive the neighborhoods. What are you looking for? You're looking for distressed properties. Properties that will have shingles missing, grass is overgrown, tractors in the yard, blue tarps everywhere, distressed properties. A property that someone is not maintaining, right? So that's one of the main ones. 2, bandit signs. So number 2 is bandit signs. So now this is a little bit more costly. There's actually another one I just thought of that is actually for free, and that's knocking doors. But bandit signs. So bandit signs are those yellow or white signs you see on the side of the road that say, will buy houses for cash, or buys houses for cash as is, doesn't matter the condition. And those are good marketing signs, but people don't like them because they think it's littering around your neighborhood or your community. So if you live in a nicer community or an area, it's probably not the best way, because essentially they pull it out or it gets blown away and it essentially is littering, or you don't have the permission to put it on the property. So one thing with these is a good niche is find people who are willing to let you put their sign on their property. So like for instance, if you know somebody who owns a car wash, okay, every time you got 100 cars a day going through that tunnel, right there on the right, put we buy houses for cash as is, regardless of what you owe. So there's a few keywords, put as is and regardless of what you owe. Now you can get a couple hundred signs for a couple $100, usually $1 or $2 a sign. Relatively cheap. Same thing, you gotta drive around, put those signs out. Okay, number 3 is knocking doors. This is an old school way. A lot of people aren't willing to just go on. Hey, come here, I need to talk to you. Hey, have you ever thought about selling your home? I'm in the area, there's multiple scripts. I can put one in the description below to link to a script that I like to use. But essentially, all you do, knock on the door, hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm a local real estate investor. Have you had any thoughts of selling? And then let the conversation go from there. It's just a door knocking script, just talk to them. Well, if you were to move, where would you move? In our case, we can list their house and we can buy it for cash. So we kind of hit them from both ways and essentially ask them if they're thinking of selling. If they say no, sometimes you get the door slammed in your face, and that's just what happens, right? It's a numbers game. You gotta keep knocking doors. You're not gonna go out there and knock doors one Saturday afternoon and get a deal. You gotta do it multiple. It's consistent, right? Okay, another one is county records. Now, county records is a free option. Pretty much you can sit in your living room and do this. So you just go on to your utah.gov or your county websites, or you can even go down to your local courthouse and they'll have probate clerks there that's all they do is deal with probates. Go in there, ask them, hey, I need a list for the last quarter's probates, and they'll print it off for you. You might have to pay 25 cents a page or whatever it may be. But you can also do this from the comfort of your own home. Another thing that you're going to have to do is search if they have or owned real estate. So probate is somebody who has died in the family and didn't have a living will or trust to move on to their heirs, their kids, their spouses, so on and so forth. So there's ways to do that. Can get them down at the courthouse, or just comfort of your own home. They're absolutely free. You just got to pick up the phone and call. And then once you receive their name and phone number, you can skip trace. So there's companies that do this that's relatively cheap. So you give them a list of all the numbers or all the names that you got from your probate list from the county records, and they skip trace them. They get their name and or their phone number, and most of the time they'll get their address as well. But you might get their address already from the probates or county records, depending on how you get them. Now there are services or companies that will actually give you these leads with the real estate already vetted. Now what that means is they'll already go through all of these probate records or all the divorce records, okay? And then once you get that list, they've already vetted those leads. So they've already figured out if they've have real estate to sell or if they don't. If they don't, you're not gonna get those leads. You're only gonna get the ones that have real estate that need to sell. So that's an extra bonus. It's a couple $100 for every couple months, 2-3 months, $300-400, something like that, depending on the company you go. Foreclosuresdaily.com is a good one for those. They have probate, pre-probate, foreclosure, pre-foreclosure. I mean, the list goes on. There's tons of them. Okay, so you can skip trace them. So here's 5 ways for you to get leads. Now with the county records, there's multiple leads you can get. Like I said, with Foreclosure Daily, you have divorce, probate, pre-probate. You have foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, high equity, age. So those are the top ones. Now, pre-probate and probate are a list that I like to go after, because you have somebody who needs to sell or doesn't want to sell. They don't have any money into the deal. They never put any money to buy the home. It's from their parents, and they just, if they got 50 grand or 100 grand from the property, I'm good. I got paid. I got my money in my pockets, right? They don't care. They just want it done. They want it over with. So that's when you come in, swoop in, say, hey, I'm a local real estate investor. I'd love to take this off your hands. There's multiple scripts that these guys provide you as well, that you can go through. Same thing with foreclosure. So another way is title companies. So with the foreclosures, you have title company. Okay, so you go to your local title company. It could be the same title company that you use to close on your own house or your parents' house, whoever it is. Just Google a title company and call them up and simply say, hey, I'm a local real estate investor, and I was wondering if you would be able to provide me or put me on your NOD list. So what NOD stands for is Notice of Default. So the Notice of Default goes through the foreclosure and pre-foreclosure process. Okay, so homeowners, when they're 30 or 60 or 90 days late on their mortgage, they'll start getting these letters. And is what they end up getting, if they go so far in without making any payments, they get a foreclosure packet, they call it. So essentially, it's everything of buying a home times that by 5. Nobody wants to go through that packet. So, and sometimes they can even deny you once you're at the end of that. It's totally up to the banks. They're losing money already, and they probably don't want to roll a dice with you again on keeping you in your home. So what you'll get every week or every day, they'll shoot you an email with all of the Notice of Defaults. They'll have their first and last name, the property address, Utah, wherever they live. They don't have their phone numbers. They can't legally give out their phone number, but they have your name and their address. And you can do multiple things with that. You can either skip trace them to get their phone number so you can cold call them. So you're paying an additional $1-2 a lead for that, but you're getting the leads from free from the title company. You're getting them daily. They're going to be in different counties. You tell them Salt Lake County, Utah County, whatever county you're in. You can do this throughout the whole U.S. It doesn't matter where. It is absolutely free. And they love to do that because they like to give you deals or give you leads, because if you end up closing a deal with one of these notice of default or pre-foreclosure leads, make sure you close at least a couple closings with that company. Otherwise, they're going to kick you off the list and you're not going to receive them. After a while, if you don't keep in touch with them, they'll eventually kick you off the list anyway, because it's more work for them, and if they're not getting paid off the closings, why do it? So I want to wrap this up real quick. I don't want to go more than 10 minutes on these videos. That way you can kind of get some ideas and take massive action and go out and get your real estate investing career started. If you're a newbie, even if you've been in the game for a little bit, there's still multiple ways you can get deals, just brainstorming, masterminding, things like that. Okay, so take that. You got probate, pre-probate, skip trace, you got county records free, door knocking free, bandit signs, a couple $100 for a couple hundred signs, put out 50 to 100 signs a weekend, you're done. Driving for dollars, gas. You want to ride around on your bike, you don't have a job, boom, do that, okay? Let me know what you guys think. These are just multiple ways you can find deals that are pretty much free. In the potential of making money on these deals, depending on the state you're at, you can make anywhere from 5 to 20 grand on a wholesale deal or fix and flip, and then start networking and getting somebody to mentor you to finish those deals so you can actually get paid. Okay, let me know what you guys think. Again, my name is Tyler Brady. Remember to click that subscribe button and put a link down in the comments for the additional probate and pre-probate directories to where you can get different leads. They do US wide, a couple skip tracing links as well. That way you can get stuff started. Go get that money. Okay, go take massive action and come back for another video and let me know what else you want to learn, and we'll do it. Have a good day.